Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are unboxing and taking a look at the Black Tarot by Victoria Aiva. This is published by DeBry. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it retails for $24.95. They were kind enough to send this deck to me, so thank you so much. And I am affiliated. I do have an affiliate link with them, as well as Amazon down in the description box below, where you can legitimately purchase this deck should you want to. I know there were quite a few of you requesting this deck, so I'm excited to finally share this with you. Enter the darkness of the Black Tarot, where sparks of light punctuate the midnight realm. From the incredible imagination of artist Victoria Aiva, these 78 cards will offer you penetrating insight into the depths of your mind and soul. So this is going to be a little bit more on the darker side, a little bit more of the macabre. It is in a tuck box, if I can make my fingers work here. There we go. Ooh, look at the edging. Okay. That's exciting. You know, I do have to say this is a sturdier tuck box, so that's exciting. All right, before we get into the cards, ooh, they feel pretty good. Let's just take a look at the guidebook. This is based on the tarot interpretations of Arthur Edward White. Okay, let's see. Reading tarot cards can reveal insights into your past, present, or future. The premise is simple. The querent asks a question, and then the reader draws the cards and interprets the results. All right. Just wanted to see if there's anything pertinent that we need to know. We do have a 3-card spread there. Tips. And then it goes into the cards' meanings. And then we'll pull a card and read from the guidebook after we're done with the flip through and shuffling. So here we go. I absolutely love this matte black edging. That is fun. And then look at the back. It's like marble watering, you know, like when you do like a galaxy cake. That's what I think about because my mind works weird. All right. And before we go any further, let's check the cardstock. It is nice and thick-ish. It's not like terribly thick where you can still play around with it, shuffle it just fine, but it snaps back. I like the feel of it, and it is a nice matte feel. Okay, I'm excited. I like a little bit of a darker deck, a darker theme. We have 0 down here. Love it. Ooh. Interesting. This might not be like a very beginner friendly deck. However, what I always say is if you fall in love with the artwork, the theme, or the deck, and it's a little bit harder to learn on at first, just get a really good reference book, or if you have a favorite website that will help you dive a little bit deeper into the meanings. The more connected you feel to the deck and the more you like it, the more you're going to want to use it. Oh, wow. Okay. So it is kind of abstract here, and I kind of like that. We do have the little number Roman numeral in the corner, title on the bottom. Oh, wow. I could see this being very good for shadow work, possible dream interpretation, or if you simply just like an abstract macabre kind of deck. Oh, love that. I know there are some of you out there that like darker decks around fall, Halloween time. And the price point for this, I just have to say, not bad. The quality is actually really nice. I'm interested to see how the guidebook reads, because if the guidebook is actually really good and explains some of the imagery, I'm sold. Personally, I don't know if I would be able to use this on a daily basis, just because the dark on dark is a little hard for my eyesight. But it is beautiful. I think that this would be great for, at least for me, I have decks for specific things. So this would probably be like my shadow work deck. I like that devil that's doing it. Really like that. Oh, look at the tower. Wow. That's a cool star. Oh. It does feel quite intense. It's not a very gentle deck, if that makes sense. Oh, wow, that's cool. Oh, it's an egg. Oh, wow. Okay. Starting with the quartz. Honestly, I'm digging the fact that there aren't any faces. I love this version of Queen of Wands. Love that. Like I said, it's an intense kind of feeling here. Okay, so the knight was after the page. Okay, let's see if there's any relevance to that. I think this is also a deck that I would have to sit with for a while, for long periods of time, and just kind of just look at and pick up what I can. I'm really liking what I am picking up on so far, because it is on the more abstract side. You can kind of interpret it in a multitude of different ways too, like what pops out at you at first. Obviously, you know, the traditional meanings are there, but what I'm saying is it's interesting to see what pops out first when you see the card. Oh, that's cool. It almost looks like a dandelion, like right before you make a wish. So spheres, I'm assuming, is pentacles. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm really liking that they don't have heads or faces. Oh wow, that's an interesting one. There's a lot going on in each card here. Oh, we have some tentacles. Oh, like a seahorse. I'm here for that. Yes. Oh, skeleton. Very cool. Oh, now we have some white, bright white. Wow. Very faint cups on the bottom. There's a lot. You know what? I don't really have any complaints so far. I went in this with a complete no expectation way of thinking, and very happy. It does bring out a lot of emotions. Oh, this is like the first time I see a face. Very interesting. And there's some lips. Wow. Okay. Oh, that is a pretty good depiction right there. I like that one. All right, so we're going to shuffle and then we'll pull a card and read from the guidebook. Like I said, didn't have any expectations, pleasantly surprised. Like I didn't get severely scared or thrown off by the imagery. Oh yeah, shuffles just fine. It's a good size. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna read for the moon. Ooh, okay. Here's a reminder. That is just beautiful. All right. Meaning, the moon represents the feelings we need to explore and express. The moon, as an archetype, is the 18th encounter for the Fool. It illuminates our deepest feelings so we can understand the emotional framework that gets reinforced, suppressed, and shaped by our family and close relationships. Symbolism. The phases of the moon represent the changing emotions humans experience as part of numerous cycles, both monthly and yearly. Upright. Dreams, positive emotions, intuition, and soul purpose. Reversed. Delusion, nightmares, negative emotion, and despair. So it does kind of go into, yeah, okay. I'm really happy about that. So even the minor arcanas, it does show you what the symbolism means on each of the images. So that's fantastic to see. Love it. So we have the full-blown meaning, we have the symbolism, and we have upright and reverse keywords. I mean, let's just be honest. It's probably not going to be a deck for everyone, but it's well done. Like, I'm really happy with how well done it is. It's abstract enough to kind of give your intuition room to kick in without being like bombarded with, you know, the imagery telling you what it means, as well as the quality. I'm kind of taken aback by the quality. I wasn't expecting it to feel so nice. It really does feel great. The price point though, let's just, for all of this, right? All of the points here, the guidebook, that's great. Then the quality of the cardstock and the imagery. For the price, I have reviewed way lesser quality of a deck for the same price or more with less of a guidebook or less information in the guidebook. So I am overwhelmingly happy. And just because, like all of the other decks that get sent to me, just because they were sent to me to review, it doesn't mean that they're not going to get honestly criticized or critiqued. I am very happy with the quality. I am very happy with the price point. And like I said, it might not be for everyone, but for those who are attracted to this deck, I don't think you will be disappointed. So with that being said, I am going to turn it over to you guys. What do you think? I know that there are a lot of you out there that do own this deck. If there is a specific reason that you use it, or for a specific purpose, I should say, let me know down in the comments. And then if this is a deck that you're going to say a hard pass to, let me know the reasons why too. I always enjoy hearing your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comments section. So thank you so much to DeBry. I do, like I said, have an affiliate link for them as well as Amazon should you want to purchase this deck. I do get a little bit of a commission for that. And as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. So thank you so much again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.